Well, hello, welcome to MRYCG YouTube channel. We have a special how-to video we're going to do here. We have Ollie here from Wardle Road. Basically, he's been down to Stafford today, and obviously he's visited Valley Brook. So I thought, while he's here, I'm going to get him to do a little project on this little 08 shunter, which is MRYCG branded. So you can just see it there. Just get the focus. So what he's going to do is he's going to have his little weathering skills on it. He's done an 08 before, which you may see on his channel.
Attempted an 08 before.
Attempted an 08. So what I'll do is I'll pass over to Ollie. So I'll zoom back out and here's Ollie.
So yeah, Stuart says I'm Ollie from Wardle Road, and I have attempted one of these before where I've changed an original Hornby one in from the red and black that it came with into a BR blue. So this one's already in chrome, which looks very nice, very unique. As Stuart said, the MRYCG logo going on, and I'm just going to weather it up a bit and turn it into make it look a bit used. So to do this, I've got a whole selection of various pigments and washes and spray paint or airbrush paint, which I'm going to mix up with some acrylic thinner. So I think the easiest thing to do would be just to get straight on to mixing some paint. So the first one I'm going to use is the model colour Smoke, and it's a 3-to-1 part, so you do 3 squirts of this to 1 of this, obviously. Do we have a mixing stick of some kind?
Just use your other end of a paintbrush, should be fine.
Yeah.
Or use a screwdriver.
Yeah. Don't try this at home, kids. And then you want to make sure the consistency is like a milky consistency is probably the best way. Probably the best way to describe it. So it almost like runs with the paintbrush. That's the right way to describe it. Just so it's not clumpy. And then using the art of magic, I'm going to try and pour that into the small pot on top of this. But yeah, you want to also check as well where you're going to be weathering. So obviously the heavier dirt's going to be at the bottom and then get lighter as it goes to the top. And I might have some black grime across the top and then some dirt around the doors and some black grime on the back. So we'll try and get this into this pot. Just like that. Look at that.
So you've done it before?
Done it, yeah. I'll regret buying this now. And then
should be turned on. There you go.
We have power. And then just on the side, you want to spray till you've got the consistency that you want. Let's put that down there. Is that quieter? Better? Or?
It's fine. Like I said to Ollie with this, I've given free rein to do whatever he wants.
So no one in the comments moan if I've screwed it up. And the problem with these as well, with the shape of these, is obviously if I'm spraying from one side, it's going to miss all the gaps on the inside, so then I'm going to go around the other way with the same thickness of paint that you put in and go down those gaps. So as you can see already from there.
Wow, you can tell the difference there.
It's starting. Actually, it looks quite nice with chrome underneath. I've never weathered a chrome vehicle before, so chrome train. Actually, looks really nice. I'm just going to go over some of them gaps again. You don't want it to be consistent either. You want to really mix up the level of dirt. So by doing it from different strengths and different distances from the train. So as you can see there already, it's starting to look a little bit dirty. So I'm going to do the same for this side, and then
just zoom in on that just to get a good. Oh, there we go. So that is it. That's like just a simple layer.
That's just one coat. That's literally one coat. Less than what? It's 3 squirts of one colour, and I've still got plenty more left in the sprayer to do the other side.
Tell the difference straight away, especially like say on a chrome logo.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know how it was going to react to the chrome paint, but actually looks really nice. So I'm just going to do the other side quickly. you can see, the different sizes of like stuff on the side of the trains means there's different sizes and nooks and crannies that you've got to get into, like down right down in that gap there. So already that's starting to look a little less chromy. So as you can see from the steel that I think Stuart would have inserted just there, the first layer, that's only one layer by the way of the smoky colour, and as you can see, you can still see make out the chrome and the logo, but it looks a bit more used.
It definitely looks a hell of a lot grimy.
Yeah, slightly less shiny. Yeah, shiny. So next I'm going to brave it with the straight black, just matte black. I'm only going to do this like again 3 in 1. I'm only going to do a lighter coating of this because obviously you put too much black over chrome and it's going to turn just completely black. Here's the special mixer we've got here. Just going to take out the brown paint as well from that because when I pour it,
they go everywhere.
That's going to, yep. So as you see, I've cleared out that just so when I pour it out of this dish that it don't all pour in. So same again, you're going to get the mixed up black paint, pour that into the pot. This is how I do it, by the way. There's obviously probably a million ways to do this, but turn on the airbrush and wait till the black starts coming through. As you can see, you can get all sorts of different consistencies of black, but we're gonna do a light wash on it. Just to tint the shine off it slightly. Now if I turn that around, that almost looks metally.
Oh wow.
Amazing what like a certain mix of colour and
yeah, you already build up all the layers of colour.
So it still looks chrome, but then so you see the front like that,
yeah,
all clear. If I just quickly go over this and this, looks like it's being used now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, I think. Are you happy with that depth of?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to completely.
Obviously, it's a chrome logo, so it is a bit shiny. So like I say, it's brilliant to see.
Just take off the tint of some of that yellow. The airbrushes are powerful, so as well. If you've got anything like paper or anything around you, make sure you've moved it first. Otherwise, you're gonna do some more around the door.
So I was going to ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Your use of airbrushes, do you prefer the cheaper or expensive or middle of the road kind of compressors?
So this airbrush I got after I bought one on Amazon for 40 quid, and it was the worst thing I think I've ever used.
Yeah.
Like I just wouldn't. You put paint in and it clog up so quickly. So I then ended up spending about £100 on this one. And I've not had one problem with it since. Problem. And I've weathered, so if you've seen on my channel, I've weathered so much stuff.
Yes.
And with so many different paints as well. And all I do is run it under a tap, hold it down, backwash it, and no issues at all.
Yeah, because you see the little starter kits that some of them come with aerosol cans and.
Yeah, and some of them, I think Chadwick actually, he's got the one where you attach the paint pot to the bottom.
Oh right.
Which is I think then even more expensive than this, but for I say a starter airbrush, this is probably it's called the Iwata. I can't remember the exact model of this one, but yeah, definitely if you want to do airbrushing, invest in a good one because that pump's the same pump. This pump here is the same pump that came with the original one.
All right.
But it's just an air pump. So as long as you've got an air pump, then I've just attached
a new
airbrush tube to it, and it's really easy to clean. Just take it off and whack it under the tap.
That's not bad. Easy maintenance, because some people, I've seen some people leaving the guns full and they end up
That's the other thing as well. I find if I'm not going to use them, then I'll put a bit of the like the alcohol solution.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, it's like IBA or something like that. But I leave a little bit of that for 5 minutes and then again run it under the tap, and that removes everything from here onwards down to there.
Right.
But as long as you backwash it to clear the nose as well, you won't have any problems.
Right. So that is pretty decent.
But as I say, the first one I got, mixed up the paint, put it in, sprayed it, cleaned it, but did the same again, and then after about a week, it was just clogging up. Even though I was doing exactly the same cleaning technique, but with this one worked. This one clears up fine.
Excellent.
So no complaints there.
Well, what we'll do is now after this one, I'll take another still shot, and then we'll see what Ollie has in next for the little 08. So there we go. We're on to this stage of the 08. You can see it's very grimy and dark and running now. So we've ditched the airbrush now, and we've got out the little brushes, which Ollie's going to do some pigmenting, I believe.
Yep, got a couple of brushes here, and got some funnily named metal slag pigment, engine grime, fresh engine oil, and light rust wash. So the light rust wash I will use for the wheels and the whatever you call them things.
Rods.
Connecting rods. And then the engine oil I'll use coming out some of sort of spitting out the top of the air vents and coming under the chassis here. Engine grime will go engine grime and the metal will go pretty much anywhere that dirt will get picked up. So again, in the nooks and crannies, I'm going to fill it all in there, and around the door handles, around the back. So let's go for it and see what happens really.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the light rust wash.
Is there any particular brand you go for, or is it just these ones you really have?
Well, these MG ones come in a set with I think almost all of these in one thing, and then if I run out of one, I just replace them. But they're really, really good. And I've used these over 2 layouts so far, not one out. So we're gonna rust up these, and this won't dry. It will dry, but it will dry the colour rather than the sort of wet look that it looks like now. So I'm just gonna fill everything under here with a wash of rust, and already, if you can see close up there,
should I get it to focus in? Oh, it's not focus. Oh yeah, you can see that there.
Yeah, it's starting to
take effect.
Exactly. Don't want to overdo it. You don't want to completely soak your engine in rust, but as this bit's not chrome, you may as well go to town on it.
I see, yeah.
Really rust up the bottom of that chassis. So yeah, that's one side done. If you compare that side.
Yep.
To that side.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference. Yeah.
So I'll just do this side quickly. You don't need to be an artist to do weathering, by the way. It's definitely something that I'm not claiming to be. As I said to you just before, I'm not painting the Mona Lisa, so I'll just give it my best impression, I think, would be what I think it should look like. As you say, you've given me free rein on this, so so now, better on the background.
Just get that zoomed in.
There's both sides.
Yeah, you can see that, yeah.
So, while we've still got the wet brush out, we'll go straight to the engine oil. These aren't bad paint brushes, actually.
Yeah, pound shop special. I'll just move these two over and take a little snapshot of that.
This literally smells like actual oil. I think
probably is.
It probably is actual oil. That's why I've been sniffing it so much.
Actually, in my trade, you'll get laid on everywhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's definitely the good stuff.
So, like I say, we're using this pigment now on this one.
Yeah,
so you're going to be doing it around the engine vents.
Yeah, I'm going to use the engine oil.
I can smell that one from here.
Yeah, it's potent.
It's potent, that one.
So I suggest, as we are, do it in a well ventilated area.
Yeah, I did open the windows pre.
But it's only the smallest of details. But like once you start, even though you might not be using the oil for the exact, it's mainly the colour that you want to get.
Yeah.
And just even already you can see there, the top of that.
Yeah, you can see
the dirt. The dirt is starting to form. And as I say, the same with the rust wash. This will dry the colour rather than all shiny. So that's why they start. I didn't really used to use these much, but if I then go along these bits here, where the rust is most likely to form on the joints of the.
Well, that's what I said to Ollie before he came. I said, I've got a little challenge for you. How'd you fancy doing a chrome 08? And he was like, oh.
I'll be honest, I've never dabbled in the chrome before.
Well, to be honest, who has got chrome locomotive?
And this will dry. I know it might look a bit patchy now, but this will dry clearer. So please have faith in me. So.
Like I say, it does look like engine oil, actual engine oil.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does, it really does. So yeah, that's that. And now we'll go over to our dry brush. And this is my favourite part actually, is the pigments. So I've got the metal and the engine going. And are
these powder based, these ones?
So this one's a mix of powder and liquid, so you can add like actual physical lumps of grime, so it's liquid and solid, and then this one's just a straight. If I put some on the surface there, looks like
coal, isn't it?
Yeah,
like powder.
So then this is the other thing as well. See how little I've put on the brush there?
Yeah.
It can make absolutely So
just a little bit goes far away. Yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely you need realistically you need the tiniest bit. You also, it depends how much grime. So like around this corner here, I'm going to want to get a little bit more and almost flick it into the corner.
Yeah.
And then use the brush to sort of force it into those gaps. Because obviously when engines get dirty, they get dirty in the bits where people are less likely to clean.
Yes.
So all the
nooks and crannies.
All the nooks and crannies. I love using that phrase. I always use that in my videos, nooks and crannies. So if you can see already.
Oh, yes.
You see inside the gap there. The engine grime is...
Definitely.
The chrome's still coming through, which is good with this powder. Because it doesn't completely cover up. And also with powder as well, it's so easy to remove. So if you aren't happy with it, you can just dab a wet tissue. And so I'm just going to go along here. As you can see now, that side compared to that, I don't know how easy it is to see on the camera, but that is really starting to look grimy.
Definitely. It's good the actual transfer's looking weathered as well.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing as well. If you've got any decal on it, always put the decal on before you do the weathering, because tell me an engine in real life that's either dirty when they put the decal on or like I said earlier, the doors, obviously around the doors, are going to get really dirty because people are walking. And door arches as well. I always tend to weather the top of these things. So you still got the chrome coming through.
Yeah.
But there's definitely an element of...
Definitely an element of... Yeah, you can tell the difference from side to side.
So yeah, I'm just going to do the same for that on the other side. Yeah, you can always tap it off the brush as well to see how much the brush is actually picking up. There's always a good heads up as to... And if you feel like you've weathered that area enough and there's still pigment on it, you just turn it over and tap it, and it all comes off. All the bits that
all the loose bits.
Yeah, all the bits that haven't been rubbed in. Again, you get a bit more of that into these nooks and crannies. So see how much I put on there.
Yeah.
I rub in the bit that I want, turn it upside down, and most of the big particles have come off. I haven't really experimented too much yet with doing the wet pigment and the powder, but that's definitely something I want to get into, because then you'll get that engine grind type consistency, which I'll show you in a second. Again, I put a little bit too much on that door there, so just tap it off. And so ready.
Yeah, you definitely see.
It's had some use. You'd like to think it's had some. This is a final touch on it. Mm-hmm. No, this also don't stop people going over it again with an airbrush if you want to. If you're not happy with the final layer, because a lot of that weathering will still sit and it'll actually darken the powder. So if you're not all completely happy with it, so yeah, that's the basis of the powder. I'll put a little bit on the top of here, just a bit. And this stuff you can just scatter into the. It might look messy, but I promise you it's a.
Like I say, the results off camera, it's brilliant.
You just want to take that slight shine. I know it's obviously chrome. It's a bit more. It's a bit harder to do that, but you just want to take that almost new looking.
Well, it just shows you've got something so bright as a chrome logo. It shows what you can do with it.
Yeah, as much as you can take off it. So you're ready now. The top of that.
Yeah.
There's still the chrome.
Yeah,
but
still a chrome
the
shine.
shine's gone.
So it's gone from a shiny chrome to a brushed chrome.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can do a before and after photo of when I've first done this to when it's finished to see the difference in the colouring. But last thing to do is the engine grind. This is only like a brief way of doing it. Obviously, there's a million ways to weather a loco.
Yeah.
So don't take my word for gospel, but.
Like I say, it's like with the modelling, people do so many things different ways, like ballasting, wiring.
Is there ever a right way?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So with this, if I take a bit on the brush, you see I don't know if you can see that on the brush, the consistency is wet, but it's also got like lumps in it as well.
Ah, yeah.
So you've got like a real, like this is
like a grainy paste.
Grainy paste, yeah, but this is like actual dirt. So like, I don't know the best way to describe it really. But I'm just going to use this on the inside of the foot where the people are walking on. So you want to get that. Again, this dries non-shiny as well, so. And if you're not happy with how much you've got on, just get your dry brush, get a bit of the powder, then go over the top of it. Because by adding the powder to the wet while it's still wet, you're thickening the.
Thickening the paste.
Exactly. So if you look at them steps now, that's quite hard to see because it's black, but they look just like plastic steps.
Plastic steps, yeah.
Whereas that side, it looks like people have been walking up and down them all day.
Yeah.
So I'll do the same on this side now. But yeah, it's really good to try and thicken up because it's not the thickest solution that this stuff comes in, this grime. But again, as you said, it's preference as to what people want.
What people want.
How dirty? Because this is actually turning in quite a bit dirtier than I thought it was going to be. But just sticking up that solution. And there, you've now got muddy steps.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I think that is as much as I can do with it. Really, obviously, you can always touch it up with a bit of. It's as you said, it's really down to preference.
Yeah. Like I say, with weathering, you can go as far as you can.
You could completely coat it, or you might just want a little bit of dirt on the wheels. Well, yeah, I'm quite happy with that actually.
There's some weathering locos out there that, like the rail head treatment trains, the basically it's full of dirt. You can't even see the livery. It's just window wipers. But yeah, well, thank you very much, Ollie, for doing that.
That's all right.
I should see the progress. I'll put Ollie's card up there. And
thank you very much, Wardle
thank
Road.
you again for weathering the MRYCG 08.
I hope you like it.
Yes, we do very, very much indeed.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
No problem.